This is a Stereoforest production from stereoforest.com. Information, resources, and opportunities to support the show and connect with others are available at stereoforest.com/dailyreconnect. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have specific mental health concerns, please consult with a qualified healthcare professional. Now, on to the show. This episode includes a vagus nerve reset exercise and then continues with some motivating words to help you find your place within collective action. Welcome to the Daily Reconnect. It's March 21st, and I'm your host, deHaan. This short moment together will help anchor you to the present when you might be feeling detached or disconnected from the world. Together, we'll reconnect with this messy reality, and after our time together, we'll discover some energy to move into our day and continue through this challenge that is modern life. Let's use the practices that speak to you during this session. And you can change or you can improvise with anything that doesn't resonate with you. This moment belongs to you, so make it whatever it needs to be. In today's exercise, we'll practice a vagus nerve reset, and it's specifically designed to calm your nervous system down when it's being activated by the news cycle. When we're constantly being exposed to really overwhelming information, our nervous systems can become sort of stuck in a state of heightened alert. It's kind of like that fright flight thing going on. So today's exercise, it works directly with your vagus nerve, and this is the main pathway of your parasympathetic nervous system. And that system helps you calm down after stressful things happen. So let's begin. Find a comfortable seated position or a walking pace and take a few deep breaths. Start by gently placing one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Feel the rhythm of your breath beneath your palms. The vagus nerve, it runs through your chest and your diaphragm, and conscious breathing is one of the best ways to stimulate it. Now begin to extend your exhales so they become slightly longer than your inhales. This extended exhale pattern signals safety to your nervous system, and that activates your vagus nerve to dampen the stress response that things like that news overwhelm can trigger. As an example, you could breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6. So I'll guide you through 3 sets where we inhale for a count of 4 and then exhale for a count of 6. But feel free to adjust this for your own capacity or try a different pattern afterwards to see if it works better for you. All right, so let's do our first set. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now return to your natural breathing. So as we continue this same breathing pattern, bring your attention to your face. This is where many branches of the vagus nerve are located. So gently relax your jaw, letting your teeth part slightly, and soften the muscles around your eyes and let your forehead become smooth with that relaxation. All right, so let's repeat this pattern a couple more times. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now return to your natural breathing pattern. So remember that your body doesn't distinguish between immediate physical threats and threatening information that you either read or you watch. News that you read can also trigger some of the same survival responses as like these immediate physical danger things. So this vagus nerve practice, it reminds your body that in this moment, you're physically safe. So now let's move on to some motivational words. So let's build on some of what we've explored together in the previous episodes this week. And this is how systems deliberately isolate us, how they attempt to break down our spirit, and how we can maintain some of our inner control, our inner autonomy, despite all of these intense kinds of pressures. So today, we're going to take the next step where we connect our individual resistance to collective community action. So even when we're facing systems that are as powerful as capitalism and fascism, even the strongest personal resilience that we might have, it sure has some limits. Our individual choices, they matter for sure. But those alone can't effectively create large-scale structural change, which is really something that we need. For that, we need movements. We need organized, strategic efforts that unite all of our separate, unique strengths, all of those towards a single shared goal. Because no one, it seems, is coming to save us or fix this. So many of these movements, they already exist. People in communities across the world, they're organizing huge strikes and large-scale boycotts. Many countries around the world, for example, are all boycotting American products on like a massive scale right now. People are working to protect water sources or create mutual aid networks or resist fascist mobilization or even building like co-op alternatives to some of the, capitalist structures. You don't need to create something new because like all on your own, because joining existing efforts, it multiplies the impact in ways that fragmented initiatives rarely can achieve. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. So large, coordinated movements can apply pressure at multiple points simultaneously. It can sustain a momentum through a whole bunch of setbacks. We're going to have setbacks, and you can take advantage of professional or historical knowledge needed for really effective action. And there are so many ways that you can participate, and each person is valuable and necessary to the greater whole. The key is finding where your particular circumstances, such as your access, your skills, your capacity, how that lines up with what's needed out there. For example, I have very limited physical access to a lot of things, but I have background in organization, planning, tech, and this is all crucial work too, even if you can't be at a place or in a movement in person. You can coordinate communication or campaigns or research or use your tech knowledge, or you might be able to provide emotional support to people on the front line or other forms of facilitation that involves your personal or professional skills or even your financial resources if you have them, but you don't have the time. If you have physical capacity and availability, of course, showing up in person at protests or community meetings or defensive actions or political education events, all of this creates the visible mass that demonstrates the movement. So consider not just how you can help, but ask others where the current needs are and how those two things can intersect with whatever it is that you can offer. Successful movements have included people across a spectrum of involvement. Some people, they devote their entire lives to organizing. Other people, they contribute in smaller but very consistent and sustained ways while they balance their other responsibilities or capacity. That changes too. But every single one of these roles matters. You matter. Every contribution connects and strengthens the collective whole, and we really need it right now. The inner sovereignty that we've been discussing this week is about finding that shared purpose. The system that so many of us find ourselves under is designed to divide us. Those systems are powerful, but they are not stronger than all of us together, of our capacity to recognize each other, to organize each other, to use our intellect and our strength to build the world that we need. You belong in this work, exactly as you are, how you are. And together, in our different capacities from all of our different locations, we can form a diverse and sustained resistance, one that could be strong and large enough that no system, however entrenched against us it might be, can permanently withstand. So that's it for today, Friday, March 21st. Thanks so much for joining me here, and let's connect again next week. Thank you for listening to the Daily Reconnect. Episodes are released on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. This show was created, written, hosted, edited, and produced by deHaan. Links to contact information, ways to support the show, transcripts, the free newsletter, and our community Discord can be found in the show notes. This is a Stereo Forest production.